George Lucas is kind of like God in that he like gave us the Bible, which is the original trilogy in the movies. And then you have like this Apostle Paul figure who comes along, who's David Filoni, who's the creator of the Clone Wars TV show. David Filoni was like taught at the feet of George Lucas on set of these movies. So he's kind of tapped as like the successor of George Lucas to continue to tell the story even after George Lucas has left. The debates over canon were more interesting before Disney bought the franchise.
Hmm.
So before there was no set canon. You had, of course, the movies, then you had a whole bunch of video games and novels that were written throughout the 80s and 90s. There's this whole expanded universe that happens up until like 2012. I forget when Disney bought it. I think it was 2012, where there were actual debates and there was actually a hierarchy. There's the S canon or the George Lucas canon. Then you had an A canon. It's like this stuff is like influenced by George Lucas. George Lucas actually wrote it or he okayed it. So this is definitely like a deuterocanon of some sort. And then there's like the comic books are definitely not canon. The video games may or may not be canon. So there's a lot of debates. Every novel, every video game, every TV show that has ever been published since 2012 is now officially canon. And the creators at Lucasfilm actually have like a whole department to keep the canon straight.
Wow.
So it has been very much systematized here since the Disney buyout. I do not envy the people running that canonicity board because it just gets increasingly more bloated. As the decades will go on, they're going to run into the same issues you see in Christian canonization process where source material will contradict and you're going to try to retcon stupid decision making that was made by some author 20 years ago and you have to reinterpret it. You know, like the Chosen One prophecy had to be reinterpreted. Oh, he was the chosen one. It just took a 30-year hiatus.